Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning. How are ya?
You can tell I've had my coffee today because we're on point. I haven't screwed anything up yet. Look at everybody in this chat already, man.
know, man. Love it.
No, man. This chat be popping. It be popping already. How's everybody doing today? Everybody doing all right?
Yeah,
Let's see here.
Everybody? Who we got here?
We got Curtis Ackerman, Curtis
Morning, Curtis.
Makerman, not to be confused with Bart by Ackerman. Did we ever figure that out?
It's a mystery.
We got Andy the Collector here.
You know,
we got hey Dave Orkins in the building.
Happy birthday, Dave! Happy birthday, buddy!
Oh, happy birthday! Happy birthday!
Got our buddy
happy
Joe.
Birthday to you! Good morning, everybody. There's Elemental Craft.
You met Joe, right?
Yes, I did.
Did he look like a football quarterback or something to you? Like,
much taller than I expected.
Very statuesque and
Heisman Trophy winner.
Yeah.
Omar Munez is in the building.
Hey, Omar.
Good morning, sir.
Welcome,
we got Jesse Marshall. Freaks Figures always with the thank you hands. Good to see you. Good to see you. We got Sig. What's up, buddy?
Morning, Sig.
I love Sig. Got Brian Carr. Good morning, buddy. Brian, man, I got to tell you, looks like I'm going to have to be giving you some gas money, man. Flying into those tiny little airports around you, it's like 3 times.
You looking into Zolo?
Yeah. I'm coming. I bought my ticket.
Oh, snaps.
Yeah, dude. Nice, I bought my ticket. I'm looking for plane tickets right now.
Man, I'm happy about that. I didn't know.
Yeah. I asked Brian, I was like, can you send me some, what are the airports near you? And he sent me 3. Well, he sent me 4, but one you have to be in the military. So that one's not going to work. It's an Air Force base. Mm-hmm. But the other 3, there's like 2 small ones and there's Philadelphia. Plane tickets to those 2 small ones, dude, like from Jacksonville, which is I still have to drive like 2.5 hours to get there. But because flying out of Tallahassee is crazy. But yeah, the tickets were like dang near $400. They were around the $390 range, which for reference, I paid $135 for a round trip nonstop flight to Newark for Legion's Con. No, that was for that. Yeah, that was one ticket, and then Pamela's was $135. But I'm just coming to Zolo by myself.
By yourself.
Plane ticket was almost $400, but flying into Philadelphia, ticket was like $100. So I had to give you some gas money, buddy. He said it's about 45 minutes away.
I'll go with you.
There you go.
I'll go with Brian. Me and Brian will come pick you up.
Larry's Geeky World.
What's up, Larry?
Oh, here's a new name I've never seen before. Father Son Galaxy.
I like that.
Welcome. Paul Morales is in here.
What's up, Paul?
Man, another new name I've never seen before. DJ 5000.
Welcome.
Maybe he's a collaborator with Andre 3000.
That could
3
be.
stacks to the max. Fernando Alvarado.
Yep, that's my bro, Nando.
Candyman 5000.
Candyman. I haven't seen Candyman in a while.
I know. Curtis Ackerman. Identity theft is not a joke, Jim. So I guess he knows who it is. Benny Torres is here.
Morning, Benny.
We got J Mac. We got Lucky Sprinkles.
Hey, Jen.
And then our big buddy, Jersey Shore Juggernaut. Good morning.
Big buddy. For sure.
Man, we're going to have a really good show today, guys.
They don't even know.
A lot of fun. And yeah, exactly. Where's my notes? Get back to my notes. Today we're going to be talking the Grym, the Executioner from ZoloCon. We're going to be talking about the Odious Kickstarter. We're going to do some Skeletron unboxings. So if you guys are not familiar with the Skeletron 6-inch line, it's called Sector 6 series. You're going to get a special look at that. And then we're going to have a very special guest. One of my very best friends in the whole wide world is going to come on, and he is super knowledgeable about a lot of things, and he knows the lore of Skeletron. He knows the guys who are making it. He's really good friends with them. So he's going to come on and talk to us about that for our double down. And we've got a very special trivia game that we're going to be playing today in lieu of name that tune. So Andy, get ready, buddy. You're going to love this. You're going to love it. I promise you. But before we get any further, I do want to give a shout out to our good buddy Steve Mank, Articulated Empire. He does have a show coming up next weekend, December 14th at Toyman in Bridgerton, Missouri. So if you're in that area, please head out. And then like David Letterman, I get to take this and
my man gets around. The Mank travels, man.
The Mank be traveling. Have Mank will travel.
Exactly.
We're going to test your knowledge today of Christmas specials. That's what it's going to be.
Ooh,
that's where
okay.
That's where it's going to come in. Let me get back to the let's see here. Philly Airport's only about an hour drive from me, so no biggie. Yeah, I think, exactly. Cool, great. Yeah, well, that's what it's going to have to be. I'm sorry. When I saw this ticket, it was like the ticket prices were like $380, $385, $390, $395, and then I clicked over to Philly, and it was like $65. And I'm like, how do I fly to Philly for $65? Like, what is that plane made out of? Cardboard? And I looked, and it was like Frontier, and I'm like, I never heard of Frontier. I'm not gonna be flying Frontier. I never heard of you before. So
it's a wagon train. It's a wagon.
Yeah. JMax is super. Skeletron is super rad. Stoked for those. Yeah, I got in my whole set this week. I am very happy. And then we got Furious Figures. Hey fellas, what's up, Smurb?
What's up, Furious?
All right. So let me see here. Let me get back to my media assets. Let's get into some merch.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
All right. Got some commercials, some holiday themed commercials.
Yeah.
Check this one out.
Get great savings now on the latest video game cartridges, train, road race, and doll accessories, and other toys at our What Santa Forgot.
Wait a minute. This didn't start from the beginning. Hang on.
Uh-oh.
Where you gonna find that special toy at a price that's really low? Not at the zoo, but here's a thought for you. There's a really great place to go. KB Toy Store. We got the toys at the price you're looking for.
Get great savings now on the latest video game cartridges, train, road race, and doll accessories, and other toys at our What Santa Forgot sale.
KB Toy Store. We got the toys at the price you're looking for.
Now, did anybody catch the shade?
I was just about to mention that. I was about to say that.
Did anybody catch the shade KB was throwing? Because this is a Christmas commercial, right? It took me a minute. It threw me off. I was like, why are they at the zoo? And it says, you're not going to find these prices at the zoo. But look what animal they showed.
Mm-hmm.
The giraffe. Jeffrey the giraffe throwing shade at Toys R Us. Dude, I never caught this as a kid.
I didn't either. It didn't even occur to me.
Look at the shade, KB Toy Store. Well, joke's on them because in my area, Toys R Us lasted, I don't know, 15 years later.
Yeah.
Than KB Toy Stores. All of my KBs closed when I was a little kid. Like, I mean, well, not a little kid, maybe into like middle school, like late middle school, early high school. All of my KB Toys around me closed, but Toys R Us was still open until I was well into adulthood. Mm-hmm. So the shade, man, come on. All right, man. KB, we see you. Yeah, I know. Damn, I miss KB too, man. Jeffrey the giraffe. I have a Jeffrey the giraffe. So when I should have brought it. I should have brought it in here. It's one of the few Funko Pops that I own. But when the Toys R Us pop-up store opened in my Macy's, I don't know, like 3 or 4 years ago, they sold an exclusive holiday Christmas Jeffrey Funko Pop. So I bought it and I have it on my I put it out every Christmas. It's in our living room. And then our Macy's closed. So yeah. Exactly.
Dang it.
KB was the best. KB Toys was always like every time I went in there, it was like everything was clearanced. Mm-hmm. You know, like they always had like clearance stickers on everything. Yeah, that was sneaky. Yeah, that's funny as hell. I love Toys R Us, but damn, yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, Toys R Us was the best, but KB used to have the craziest sales. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, it's a shame because me and a friend of mine, we talk about this all the time. We talk about how it is an absolute shame that we won't be able to take our kids into a Toys R Us store. Like our kids will never experience that unless we take them to Canada. Where
That
they still
excitement,
exist.
yeah.
Now, I used to take my local Toys R Us here in Tallahassee lasted until my first son was 7 and my middle son was 2. So both of them got to go into them, but I doubt they remember them. So yeah, let's get into our next commercial.
Radio Shack Merry Christmas.
What'd you get the boys?
Radio Shack's radio-controlled cars. A dual-speed White Tiger Turbo with spring suspension to hug the road. A high-speed Golden Arrow off-roader with lightning response to leave them in the dust. And a turbocharged Ferrari that will
I had
burn
this
up the
exact
racetrack.
Oh,
Ferrari.
you got 3 cars. We only have 2 boys.
2 little boys and 1 big one.
Radio-controlled cars.
I just love that.
To $119.95.
I just love that.
Only at Radio Shack, the technology
like
store.
2 little boys, but 1 big one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Those are
Yeah,
fun.
dude. What kills the business is all the online shopping nowadays. It kills all businesses.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to find smaller mom and pop shops anymore. Like
Yeah.
it's just
It's
all
hard to
going-
compete though too with
Yeah. It's
stuff
so
coming
hard.
straight to your door.
Absolutely. All right. Well, when I saw that KB one, I was like, you know what? Well, that was sneaky. So Toys R Us they have to have the last word.
So the boy fell asleep in the Toys R Us store, and he woke up with toys from the ceiling to the floor.
We've got Kenner's Silverhawks from the ceiling to the floor at Toys R Us. Heroes and villains, only $5.99 each. Super Attack Bird Tallyhawk, only $18.99. Silverhawks Mirage, $24.99
Wow.
at Toys R Us.
I wish.
Loved growing up with
I
my
remember
Toys
these
R Us
commercials with
kid.
Soul Man and that little-
Toys R Us. You'll never outgrow us.
That's sweet. That's a sweet
You're
commercial.
right. Well, you're right. We will never outgrow you. Yeah, it's dope. I'll be honest, Radio Shack kind of sucked. I'm surprised Radio Shacks lasted as long as they did. They lasted for a long time.
They did.
Well
Yeah.
past like
It's kind of
even like Blockbuster.
generic electronics.
If we go to a town that still has a Radio Shack in it, we're like, what's happening? Who's keeping this place in business?
Yeah. Radio Shack.
Yeah, I love Omar's like, oops, all caps. That's all right, man. We know what you mean. We got you.
Yeah, you're good, man.
I would
You're
argue
good.
that in today's world, places like Articulated Empire are the mom and pops. Yes.
I
Yeah,
agree.
but what I mean is, yes, they are. But what I mean, like like brick and mortar that you could walk into.
Right.
Like I would love to see those come back. I hate, I hate knowing that more than likely, like comic book shops will probably go away in my lifetime. And that's
Right.
just
Yeah.
sad, Yeah. Yeah. Radio Shack was great for batteries and small repair kits, but yeah, like nothing else though. Yeah. Just batteries. I forgot a couple of other little things I wanted to talk about real quick before we get into the commercials, but I just jumped right in. So sorry, I totally forgot about that. Let me get my notes back up. We're going to talk about Zolocon Grym the Executioner. Let's see here. Let me do this. I'm going to share screen. Let's share Zolocon. So I want to share this. Can you guys see this? So we have, can everybody see Trevor's beautiful photograph here?
Yes, definitely. I'm so glad you're going, dude. That makes my day.
Right. Yeah, man. I worked everything out with Pamela. Smoothed
You're gonna
everything
love
over.
it. It's an amazing show.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm super excited. So my plan is currently to fly on Friday, get there Friday night. The tickets that I'm looking for have me leaving around 1 and getting there at like 6, and then flying out on Monday. So here's a beautiful photograph that Trevor took of Grym the Executioner, the Zolocon exclusive. And then here are the parts that it comes with. If you want to see an in-hand look at this, I built one and put that up as my video yesterday. So head over to Saturday Morning Toy Collector and you can see a video of what this guy looks like in hand. Because we already have all these parts, with the exception of the chain and the hood. I believe we have all these. So he does come with 2 translucent heads that will be exclusive to the show. The retail version later will not have those. Beautiful, beautiful action shot right there. Look at this craziness. Can somebody tell me in the chat, because this is something I don't know, is Grym the Executioner a creation of the Zolocon guy, the guy who owns Zolocon, or is it a tribute to an old figure? Because I know the Headhunter, was a tribute. Well, it was a new creation, right? Like,
yeah,
that was
there's Skull Warrior, and then the Headhunter, I think, was its own kind of.
Yeah, the Headhunter was a creation of the guy who
Yes.
bought the license, and it wasn't an actual older. Okay, everybody's saying tribute.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Friday night preview at Zolo, Mark. Yeah, do we know what time that starts? Because I don't think my plane would get in. I don't think my flight would get in until 6. I don't want to make you guys miss it. So hopefully, Greg got that eczema.
I know, I'm itchy. To shower, I
What you
had a
done got
shower,
into.
but the
So it's a tribute. I saw the figure of the Executioner with the horse, but that's the new version of a retro figure that they're making for this year, right? Is that true?
I think so.
Yeah, Realm of the Underworld figures. Oh, wait, is this not Warrior Beast? Is this something different? Wow, I didn't know that. Here's the one that I put together last night. This is mostly, if you haven't seen my video, this is mostly parts that I got from the Gladiator Marine Experience build. It's an undead builder pack head, the axe from Urzok Legacies, and just one of them common blades we've been getting from Necronominus forward. New belt. So this is the build. This is like what it'll look like if you want to see me. I put a hood on it. I had a hood. I cut a little hood out, made a hood last night or the night before. It's in my video if you want to check it out. Oh, Brian says he just messaged me a picture of the original figure that a friend of mine sent me who has it. All right, let's see. Let me pull that up. And then let me share that screen. I love StreamYard that I can share multiple screens out because all right, can you guys see this? This is what Brian just sent me.
Yes.
Realm of the Underworld, 10th anniversary, Grym the Executioner, slimed, what is that saying? Drones?
Slime drones?
Yeah. If your font is unreadable, pick a different font. That's what I say. That dude looks cool. Look, and he does have an eye out. He has an eye out. That's really cool. Ooh, I like that kind of bone necklace. I wish they kind of would have. Maybe that's why they went with the chains. That's pretty cool. All right. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that.
That dude looks dope. Yeah. I didn't know where my Freaks Figure says. I didn't know where my son picked it up from, but every time I tell him something lately, he's been saying, yes, sir. It doesn't do what I ask him, but it's still cute.
That is cute.
The funny thing is you know how we always say, like, you never know, like, how much somebody is going to impact your life. You never know, right? I think we were talking about this at Legion's Con. A guy I met at a little place that I worked at like more than 25 years ago used to say yes sir to everybody, like no sir, no ma'am, yes ma'am. He was very polite. He was doing it out of politeness, and I picked it up from him, and I do it all the time. Like, I got a new supervisor a few years ago, and he was like, he's younger than me. He's like, you don't have to call me sir. And I go, oh, no. I said, it's just something that I do. I was like, I say it to my sons, like my kids, like, they'll ask me something and I'm like, yes, sir. Yeah. Like, I was like, no, trust me, it's not a respect thing. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Don't worry about that.
No, yeah. Maybe your son's secretly watching all of my my content. Let's see. Let me get back to my notes. What else are we talking about? Odious. Let's talk about Odious. Let's talk about Odious a little bit here. Stop screen. Let me share screen. All right. So Odious, Wade's Kickstarter looks like last night. I got to tell you guys, last night it was looking pretty scary. I think he was down. He was like at like 130 or 140 or something. And I was like, I don't know if he's going to be able to pick that up in a day. Because today, I believe, is the last day you can back this project if you want. Yep, December 6th at 2:30 p.m. Eastern. So in just a little bit, this is going to end. It's going to be close, guys. He's got to pick up $12,000. Oh, somebody just backed him. So yeah, I I think I was sharing this morning. I backed the cowboy figure because I have a buddy of mine here in town, Freddie, who I love dearly. He's such a great and passionate adult collector. He loves to tell stories with his action figures, and he takes pictures and adds like speech bubbles, and he sends them in our private chat. And we just absolutely adore it. We love it locally. It's really dope that somebody our age. Well, he's a little younger than us. He's in his 40s, but still, that still has that much fun with figures. And so I think that's pretty dope. But anyway, he loves Odious. He thinks it's the best figure ever made. He's got several of the originals. He buys different clothing sets and decks them out. And so I'm like, well, I want to help Wade out. I want to help him get him across the finish line. So I backed the cowboy. I'll get it in. I'll probably do a review, and then I'll probably just sell it to my buddy Freddie at like a huge reduced cost. So, I don't want him to come out of pocket $110 for it. So I'll probably sell it to him at like half cost so that he can get his hands on it, because I don't think he's able to back right now because he was told a few weeks ago that he won't have a job come January. So,
sad news.
Thank you for those in charge who cut funding to universities. It's a brilliant move. So yeah, if you're able to go and back, if you're not, just spread the word. Just spread the word. If you're not able to, it's totally fine. Help spread the word. But I hope Wade, nothing but success. I hope it funds and we can get more. Personally, I'm holding out for a like a samurai. That'd be great. I'd love to get a samurai. All right. What else are we talking about? ZoloCon, Odious. All right, we're moving on. That's it. That's all the stuff I wanted to talk about. Let's move on to the rest of our show. What else we got going on here? Name that tune. Let's go ahead and do wish list and remember this, and then we'll do name that tune, because it's gonna be a little longer today because we're doing a special trivia episode of it. Let's go ahead and do wish list. Again, guys, sorry. Oh, speaking of sorry, I totally forgot. I meant to do this at the top of the show. Thankfully, I just remembered. Week, towards the end of the show, I was doing a screen share, and I was showing a bunch of images. And I was not paying attention to the chat. And we had 2 super chats come in, one from Ryan Carr and one from Blake Recon Rage. I just wanted to say thank you, because I missed both of them coming in because I was screen sharing and I was on the other screen. I wasn't paying attention to the chat. I couldn't see the chat. I was on a different screen. So I just want to say thank you to both of you guys for doing that. You didn't have to. It means the world to us. You didn't have to do it.
Thank you.
It continues to blow me away that you guys would pay money to watch what we do.
I'll keep closer attention to, or I'll bring it to your attention if I see it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But anyway, dude, freaks. Been out of work for almost 3 months, missed a lot of cool stuff.
That's tough, man, especially for the holidays.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's those in charge don't care. They don't care. They don't care.
They don't.
Boy, Andy is on this. He's like Boulder Hill, US flag, and Rhino. Going to lunch. He's ready to go. But I can't remember if Andy or Heinrich sent me. They are the two who keep me fully stocked with all brand new ads. Boy, look at this. This has got a little bit of everything. Look at this. We've got some authentic wrestling ring, the WWF rubber figures. We got some Joe, some He-Man, some Mask, and some knockoff. I don't even, are those GoBots? Or is that knockoff?
I was looking at
GoBots.
those. Are they GoBots?
Yeah, I can tell. That's the GoBot logo.
Yeah. I see that now.
But this is actually kind of topical. Let's see, because I see, is that, I was going to say that's Leatherneck. That's not Leatherneck. That's Footloose. We just got him recently in the Joe line. The Snowcat was the last HasLab. And then Mask. That's shipping right now from Big Bad Toy Store from the Loyal Subject. So all kind of topical. We got some topical stuff here. Let's see. What you circling, buddy?
I always wanted the Rhino. I remember looking at it as a kid, and the price, when I remember as a kid, it was like $30 or $32, which to me was like $1 million. I was like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to afford this. So I would want that.
Like California money right there.
Right, exactly. I would want that. And then I mean the flag. I mean, you got $99. What does that translate to now? I wonder. $99 in the 80s. Jeez.
Yeah.
But so yeah, the flag, Boulder Hill probably, and Rhino would be my choices.
Oh yeah, so you went the same route with Andy. I never had Snake Mountain as a kid.
I didn't either.
I had a friend of mine who had it. I had Castle Grayskull, but I would definitely take Snake Mountain because
there's an instant rebate too, so you get $4 off. If
I act quick, I can get $10 off.
Yeah,
that thing.
$4 off there.
Yeah.
No coupon
let's
needed.
See.
No coupon.
I did have Boulder Hill as a kid.
Did you?
That thing? Yeah, I
did. It come with any figures or anything?
Yes, it came with the blue and gray Alex Sector.
Okay.
Yeah. I know he always rode in Rhino, but yeah, I believe that came with, if I remember correctly, that's the ball-headed guy with the beard. He had the blue mask. And then I gotta get that flag. I never had that as a kid. I didn't either. I didn't see a flag in person until I was like 40 years old.
Right? Yeah, me neither.
And then, yeah, the Rhino is something I always wanted as a kid. Never had it. I had a friend of mine who had it. I've famously told that story. You beautifully gifted me these two little guys right here that stay right here on my desk. Man, they're so dope. Yeah, that's got to be my that's gonna go. Let's see here. Brian Carr says, yeah, Boulder Hill and the flag are grails. Absolutely. GoBots. Let's see. Curtis says he'll take a Switchblade.
Yeah.
Furious Figures says Snowcat's $9.97.
Right.
Yeah. So that set us back earlier this year. 500, 400. Yeah, Elemental Crafting says, yeah, this is a great page. Yeah, when whoever sent it to me, it was either Andy or Heinrich. I was like, ooh, this is a perfect one. I love it when they have different toy lines. It's not all
yeah.
You still have a lot of the stuff from your childhood. That's awesome, man. GoBots had weak combiners that can't hope to hold a candle to Devastator, Minosaur, and Bruticus. Absolutely.
You're a little biased, Brian. You're a little biased.
A little biased about the Arctic His Tank. I like that they're doing it. I am not getting one. It's really bad timing for me.
What are they asking for it, Mark?
I think it's like 200.
That's not bad. I don't have a his, so does it come with the same stuff that
it comes with a lot of different stuff. I don't think it has the electronics in it, so it doesn't light up. It comes with it's got like different attachments for the side because it's Arctic. So there's like a basket on the side that holds stuff, and there's like a plastic rolled up tarp. It doesn't unroll. It's like molded. But that looks pretty cool.
Check it out. I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's not a it's not a HasLab, but it's a pre-order. So you can pre-order it and then they'll make it to order. I guess it's a made to order pre-order. It's just bad timing because like right now I'm still waiting for that shoe to drop from Big Bad Toy Store. The so all of the mask has shipped, the individual sets.
I was going to
but
ask
the
you about that.
all-in bundle has not shipped yet, even though I've gotten the notice that it's shipping soon.
You're going
It
to be
hasn't
happy.
charged yet. So that's $350 or $380.
Yeah,
That's
you're
going to
be
drop.
happy.
Then there's the I still have to pre-order before Christmas the Dawns of Discovery. So it's just bad. It's a bad time. It's a bad time for me for the. I think Hasbro should have waited until January or February to drop that hiss, but that's
or give a longer pre-order window.
Yeah. Freaks figure said I'd keep my chin up if my beard wasn't so heavy. That's right.
It'll get better, man. Hang in there.
Hiss is my favorite vehicle. I got one because I have the HasLab. I have the HasLab version. It's dope. It's really good.
I should have got one.
Yeah, and just so everybody knows, I'm sure if you're a Joe collector and you're collecting all that stuff, you've kept up with it. But I believe that they've said that it'll be 5 years. They're going to wait 5 years between the HasLab and then the retail versions. So you can expect retail versions of the Dragonfly, of the Rattler, probably the Sky Striker as well, and then the Snowcat. But it'll be they're going to wait 5 years, and I think that's admirable.
Fair. Yeah.
I also think they should, of course, they should reuse them. I mean, they've paid for all those molds. They've got them. They need to, get your money out of them. That's fine. Boulder Hill had Alex Sector and Buddy Hawks. That's right. Buddy Hawks was the one who drove the orange Jeep, right? Like he drove Gator. Was that it? And
Good memory, man. Good memory.
Is that right? Is Buddy Hawks the one who had that drove the Gator?
I like that.
Brian Carr says, given the inflation rate, a flag today would cost $296.26. That's a bargain. If it was a HasLab,
even to Brian had it figured out.
Yeah,
he's our numbers guy.
That's right. Omar says, I had everything on that page except for the Motu skeleton figure carrier thing. The bone. What was that thing called?
I don't know.
The bone.
I think
carrier?
Ramen Toys is making one.
Oh, nice. I'd pick that up. $200 for the Arctic Hicks. No crazy electronics. Yep, there you go. Can you imagine how much stuff we'd own if these prices were still around? Yeah, absolutely. Just going to put this out there. If you ever invest in a toy and expect that mold will never be used again, it will. Absolutely. Articulated Times, buddy. We were just talking about your show coming up.
Make.
Let's see here. Oh, Joe Gonzalez is here.
Hey, Joe. What's up, my man?
The Arctic Hiss tank is $212 total after tax, a lot cheaper than the OG one, but I don't think I need it. Hopefully they do other big cheaper vehicles going forward. I would have gotten a $200 Snowcat. Yeah. No, Dusty Hayes drove the Gator. Okay, so
that's right.
Oh, so Buddy Hawks, is that the one who drove? Did he drive the Hurricane? And he had no. All right. Somebody tell me who Buddy Hawks is. Battle Bones. Thanks, Brian.
Battle Bones.
Buddy usually rode with Hondo and Firecracker. Okay, there we go. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, there we go. All right. So there's wish list. Let's see what's next. What is next? Go ahead and get this out of the way. Remember this?
Oh man, I love these.
These look to be very small, like pocket size, like not Revan goes, but you pull back. Like you would pull them back and then let them go, and then they would take off. I love the names of these things. So this whole set is in German except for their names. Centurion, Straightaway, Devil's Deuce,
Bold Eagle.
I've had a Devil's Deuce before, man. It was scary. The Roman Candle, the Bold Eagle, the Chopping Chariot, Revolution. Number 3, the Squealer. I've had a Squealer before too. Yeah, those hurt. The Torco Chop. That's a weird name. Praying Mantis. I love that. Bone Shaker.
I think Ripcode is the only one I've ever seen in person.
Oh, really? It says U.S. mail on the back. That guy's delivering mail out of the back of that thing.
Heck yeah,
Check
man.
that out. Those are pretty cool. I've never seen these before, ever. This is not a
Never seen them like in Tandem.
ever in my life.
Yeah. Rip Code. That's the only one I think I've seen.
Oh, I get it now. Rip code, like zip code. That's why it's doing the mail. Oh man, this is dope. Let's see. I gotta say, I usually don't go for this sort of thing because I think it's kind of cheesy, but that praying mantis is pretty wild.
It is.
I've never seen anything like that. It's got the little grasshopper legs on the back.
I think I would grab a Roman candle, and Devil's Deuce.
Yeah, you gotta have a devil. It looks like a grandma riding that thing.
Right, it does. Yeah.
Purple hair up in a bun. Oh man. Let's see here. Omar Muna says, I've never seen those, but I remember Evil Knievel ones yet. Yeah, Devil's Deuce does come after Taco Bell. That's right. Oh, JD Gibson says, I'm not the most well-known guy in the community, but wanted to say good morning and love you guys, your toy energy. Dude,
I know
we
you,
all
JD.
know who you
yeah,
are.
man.
Come
know you,
on.
buddy.
We know you. All right. Oh man, this is gonna be fun. Oh, this is gonna be so fun. I'm glad I had to shake it up for the holidays. I had to shake it up for the holidays. So yeah, let me get back to this. Let's do Name That Tune. All right, we're shaking it up for the holidays. So everybody get your thinking caps on. You got to be fast with those fingers, guys, because Andy, he don't play. He does not play. He's ready to go right now.
Lightning quick.
He's gearing up. I can see he's like cracking his knuckles. Like he's already had his coffee. He's ready to go, guys. So you got to be fast. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to play a little game called Did It Christmas? Did It Christmas? And then Curtis says, I am the most well-known guy in the community. And I also like to say good morning.
So modest and humble.
I know that his humbleness is what I love about Curtis.
Lesson to be learned.
No, Andy is making second. Yeah, dude, I've had two of these already. So two Jersey Devils. So which means right after the show, I'm gonna have a Devil's Deuce. That's what that means. We are going to play a little game called Did It Christmas? And how we're going to play this game is I'm going to read the name off of an 80s cartoon that I'm sure all of us watched. Different names, different cartoons. And you guys are going to tell me in the chat, did it have a Christmas special or not? And you're either going to get a yes or a no graphic. So that's what we're going to be doing here. So let's get after it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Did He-Man and She-Ra have a Christmas special? Yes or no?
No for me.
Brian Carr says yes. He's the first one to answer.
He would know.
Brian Carr, that's a big yes. They did have a Christmas special. They did indeed have one. Let's see here. It was called the aptly titled He-Man and She-Ra Christmas Special. Orko accidentally brings two Earth children, Alicia and Miguel, to Eternia during Christmas time. Their innocent holiday spirit attracts the evil Skeletor and Horde Prime, leading to a chaotic adventure where the heroes must protect the children, learn about Christmas, and ultimately discover the true meaning of goodwill, presents, sharing, caring, even from villains like Skeletor.
I don't remember that episode.
It was a Christmas special. Look at all the yeses. Everybody's like, yes. Brian Carr says, I have it on VHS. Curtis says, I watch it every year. It was from 1985. And Curtis says, Skeletor's heart grew 3 sizes that day. That's right, it did. I torment my children with the sing-along. Absolutely. All right, here we go. Number 2, Did It Christmas? The Real Ghostbusters. Did the Real Ghostbusters have a Christmas special?
I'm going to keep the nose going.
You going to keep the nose going? JD says, my wife refuses to watch it with me. Andy says yes. Trevor says no. Lucky Sprinkle says no. All right. Did the Real Ghostbusters have a Christmas special? The answer is yes.
What?
They did have a Christmas special.
No,
They
to
did.
mythics.
Oh no. I hang on. I copy and pasted the wrong description. I want to read it to you. All right, here's the description. Xmas marks the spot and involves the team accidentally traveling to Victoria, England, trapping ghosts of Christmas past, present, and future, which turns their present into a miserable Christmasless world. To fix it, they have to impersonate the ghosts themselves to scare Scrooge straight, leading to a chaotic but successful efforts to restore the holiday spirit before Christmas ends. It features plenty of PKE meters, proton packs, and festive hijinks. Festive hijinks. Who doesn't love festive hijinks?
I love the hijinks.
Festive hijinks.
Festive, yes.
So let's see here. Trevor says no to mythics. There we go. Let's see here. Andy says, yeah, the Ghostbusters go back in time, busted the ghost that visited Scrooge and had to do it themselves. Look, boy, of course he knows the description. He probably knew the name of it. The name of that episode. All right, let's get back to it. Let's see here. Did the Thundercats have a Christmas special? Think about this hard, Greg, before you answer.
Okay. I say no.
Brian Carr says no. Brian Carr's been right so far. He's a bellwether, guys. Keep an eye on him. Andy says yes. The answer is no. Not have a Christmas special. Not until Thundercats Roar on Cartoon Network did they have a Christmas special. Andy, what are you thinking of? If I'm wrong, let me know. But I couldn't find one. Candyman says yes. Yeah, Curtis says, yep, those are my favorite type of hijinks. Yes. Thundercats Roar did have one. They had one in Thundercats Roar. Absolutely. But the original from the 80s. Cats and Christmas trees do not mix.
True. That is true.
He says we don't count Thundercats Roar. No, I know. But strictly 80s. Man, come on. You know what this show's about. You guys show up every week. All right. Let's get back to it. They're going to get harder from here on out, guys. Like,
they've already been hard for me.
We're up front. Okay? All the easy ones were up front. It's only going to get harder.
Lured us in.
Brave Star. Did Brave Star have a Christmas special? I'm
going to say yes.
It's like Teen Titans Go. We pretend they don't exist.
Yes, absolutely.
Andy says, yes, Brave Star did have one. Jen says they mix in a chaotic way. Yes. All cats are either chaotic neutral or chaotic
evil
good or chaotic bad. I'm not a cat person. Strictly a dog person. If anybody wants to know. Brian Carr says yes. The answer is yes. Brave Star did. It's called Texas Terrible Night. In a Christmas theme episode where the shaman uses a Christmas Carol style storyline to show the villainous Tex-Ex his past, revealing his lost love, Ursula, and trying to teach him the spirit of giving and friendship, all while Brave Star protects the town from stampede during the festive season. Was Stampede a bad guy, or was that he was protecting the town from a stampede? I don't know.
Good question.
I relied on Google Gemini for all of my answers. So, the three wise men follow Brave Star. They did follow the Brave Star right to the manger. No, of course, there's nothing wrong with Teen Titans Go. That show is dope. Thundercats Roar is them on catnip. Absolutely, 100%. Brave Star did indeed have one. All right. Andy. Did Pac-Man, the cartoon, have a Christmas special? Did Pac-Man, the cartoon, have a Christmas special?
I'm going to say yes.
Larry's Geeky World says yes. Trevor says yep. Trevor remembers this one, apparently. Brian says yes. Jesse says yes. The answer is yes, it did. Christmas Comes to Pac-Land, 1982, features Santa crashing his sleigh in Pac-Land after his reindeer are spooked by the ghost, leading to Pac-Man and his family having to help him learn about Christmas and retrieve his lost sack of toys, eventually using power pellets to get the reindeer flying again to save Christmas. It's getting wild, guys.
Who did the voice of
getting
Pac-Man?
harder, but you guys know this. You guys know this stuff. Omar says, shows you how many Christmas specials I watched. Yeah, absolutely. I thought the answer would be yes to everything. I thought every one of these shows would have had a Christmas special. One of my best buddies, Alberto, is messaging me because apparently he doesn't know I do a live show every single day, every single Saturday morning at this time.
I get that too sometimes.
He doesn't know. He doesn't watch. All right, hang on. I got to message him real quick or he's just going to keep bothering me. Where is this guy?
Was Pac-Man voiced by someone famous? I could hear the voice, but I don't remember who it was. Marty Ingalls. Okay. Thanks, Trevor. I could hear his voice.
I don't know who that is. All right. So I just messaged him. All right. Let's see. Where were we? Pac-Land. Didn't know Pac-Land was going to be on my my topic list today, but here we are. All right, guys. Silverhawks. Classic 80s cartoon. We all watched it. Did it indeed have a Christmas special?
I'm going to say yes.
Omar says no. I'm gonna wait for a few more people to chime in. Jen says no. Are you guys Googling this as we go along?
Right.
Are you guys Googling
I
this?
think
Andy,
Curtis would know.
Andy says no. No, because Silverhawks did not exist. Trevor, banned. Trevor's banned. He's banned from the show. The answer is no. The Silverhawks did not have a Christmas special, which is crazy to me because didn't they all come from planet Earth? Except for the Copper Kid? Come on. Why didn't they have a Christmas special? They didn't.
That's a shame.
You know what? There's not that many episodes of Silverhawks. Did you know that? Like, it's not a lot.
I didn't know that, no.
I didn't either. For me in my childhood, I remember like every show had like thousands of episodes.
Seems like it, yeah.
Like it. But endless. Yeah, you go back and you look as an adult and you look at how many episodes. There wasn't a lot. I
wonder what happened.
Omar can tell us how many they had. I just remember checking it. We're all experiencing a Mandela effect. Exactly. Yeah, he's right. It only had one season.
That's crazy.
I remember it being like, I remember going back and looking at it like when I went to go buy it on DVD or something. I remember going and looking and I'm like, it only had one season. It only had like a handful of episodes. That's crazy. It's crazy. It's kind of like the original Power Rangers. Like I went back and looked at the original Power Rangers. It was like season 1 was like 58 episodes. I was like,
holy
are you kidding
crap.
me? Like, what? Why?
That's crazy. I would never watch all those.
Oh, we're putting Greg to sleep. Let's wrap this up. We're putting him to sleep here. We only have a few more.
No,
all right. Fine. This is a tough one. Dinosaurs. Did Dinosaurs have a Christmas special?
I'm gonna say
I just stop answering at this point, Craig.
I know. I just want to play the game. Yes, that's just random.
Omar says no. Jen says no. Man, you guys are killing it. Brian says yes. And the answer is yes. Dinosaurs did have a Christmas special. There's no such thing as Stego Claus was the name of the episode. Features the dinosaurs preparing for a merry dinosaur day on their home planet Reptilion, but the evil Tyrannos tried to ruin it by telling Bonehead that Stego Claus isn't real. Leaving Bonehead and David teaming up against the actual Stego Claus to deliver presents in a sleigh pulled by Rude Ralph, a Ramphorhynchus, I don't know, battling the Tyrannos along the way to save the holiday spirit. Dude, some of these I'm gonna have to go back and watch. They're just. He told him that Stego Claus wasn't real.
Everybody knows Stego Claus is real.
Andy is right. I never watched Dinosaurs, but the theme song was a banger. I watched the theme song to the opening of this episode. Yeah, it was really good. Okay, all right. Wild guess, guys. Wild guess. All right, who's up next? All right, Biker Mice from Mars. Biker Mice from Mars. Did it have a Christmas special?
Say no.
Omar says no. Greg says no. Gotta love this dead air. Brian Carr says yes. Jen says she's going to go with yeah. I think she was waiting for Brian to answer.
That's a smart move.
It's a smart move. Yes, they did indeed. The answer is yes. Biker Mice from Mars. Chill Zone features the mice stopping Lawrence Limburger's evil plot to steal all of Earth's water with a giant snow-sucking machine threatening to ruin Christmas and the entire winter season, forcing the biker mice to use their skills and tech to save the holiday for Chicago and everyone on Earth. I guess I didn't remember that the biker mice took place in Chicago. Didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
I never watched Biker Mice from Mars because I think that came along just
I didn't watch it either.
Ninja Turtles, and that's about the time I was aging out of watching cartoons. Freaks Figure says 2 hours to go and only $8,645 to fund the ODS campaign. Amazing. I really hope it happens for him. Okay, let's get back to it. We only have a couple more, guys. We only have a couple more. Yeah, it was in the 90s. Chuck, yeah, he's right. Yeah, that one was, yeah, I was getting into high school in 91. So I was aging out of cartoons a little bit. Okay. The last two are really tough, guys. They're really tough. Mask. Mobile Armored Strike Command. Did it have a Christmas special? Takes place on Earth.
I think I remember that one. I'm going to say yes.
Did Mask have a Christmas special? Omar says yes. Nuda Mythic says yes. Jen says yes. You guys are experiencing the Mandela effect because it indeed did not have a Christmas special. It did not have one. Isn't that crazy? Like, I totally expected Mass to have a Christmas special. Freaks Figures. Holy crap. You said that you were born in the 90s. Wow, man. That's wild. Trevor was stating his 401k in 19. Yes. Man. Oh, man. Oh, man. All right. This last one's going to be tough, guys. Oh, I think Andy and Brian are going to get this one. All right, guys. The last one.
Here we go.
RoboCop Alpha Commando. Did RoboCop cartoon, the RoboCop cartoon, did it have a Christmas special?
I'm going to say no.
Did it feature gifts you could buy for $1?
I'd buy that for $1.
Yeah. I know, Jersey Shore. That's what I said when I looked it up. I was like, it didn't have one? Seriously? Andy says no. All right. Yes, it did. The answer is yes. RoboCop Alpha Commando did have a Christmas special. It was called O Tannenbaum. Whoa, Tannenbaum. Features RoboCop and Agent Minor fighting robotic toys, causing chaos for Christmas shoppers in New Detroit, culminating in the revelation that the popular Giggles the Elf dolls are actually rogue robots inciting mayhem to steal for their sinister creators, leading to a typical over-the-top animated RoboCop action scene amidst the holiday madness. I want to watch that movie. And that is going to do it for Did It Christmas. Boy, I hope everybody had fun doing that. Whoa, Tannenbaum. That was the name of the episode. All right. Brian Carr, he says the best titles for Christmas cartoons was G.I. Joe, Cobra Claws are coming to town. Come on, you cannot beat that. No, you cannot.
Right.
No, you cannot. Yes, your popular ones like He-Man, Transformers, G.I. Joe, of course, yes, they all had Christmas specials. And speaking of the top three, the Holy Trinity is what I like to call G.I. Joe has Transformers and He-Man. Scott and I are recording our next episode 11 next week of Across the Toyverse. And it is all going to be about, if you've never listened to our podcast, you definitely want to tune in next week because it is all about toys that had cartoons as children and whether or not we loved the toy line more or the cartoon more. And so we're going to be talking about all of the, our favorite toy lines, cartoon shows. For me, there are three that you cannot separate. You cannot separate, for me personally, you cannot separate G.I. Joe, Transformers, and He-Man from their cartoons. They're so intrinsically woven together that I could not say that I love the toy or the show better than either one of those two. So we're going to be talking about the shows that we like the cartoon better than the toy line and the toy lines that we liked better than the cartoon. So if you're interested in that, tune into our next episode. We're going to be recording it next week. Curtis says, I'm sorry, Mark, but you're too pretty to listen to in audio. Yeah, listening to an audio for Curtis is like, it's almost like listening to an audiobook, and we know he can't read, so it's a little too close. So we get that. I get that. I understand. Candyman says, the last one you guys did was really good. Great topic exposed to me. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Oh, Brian. Double Jointed is definitely a pay-per-view worthy program, and the episode is another example of that. Mark, excited that you are coming to Zolo. Me too, buddy. Me too. Yeah, lots of things worked out. It just so happens that my wife's birthday is that Thursday, so I do get to spend her birthday with her before flying the next day. And my daughter's dance competition, which is that Saturday, which I will miss, is her second one. So it is not her first one of the season. I wouldn't be missing the first one, and I wouldn't be missing the last one. So my wife is okay. My wife said, as long as I save my allowance, I am free to go. Okay. Thank you for that, Brian. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Brian.
Let's get back to it. Where is my media? Because we are going to get into our we got to do pickups. All right. So you want to kick us off?
Sure.
A little warm and toasty in here, so I just slip the jacket off.
Quick little story was early 80s. Heavy Metal was on HBO, and we had HBO, and I thought this was the coolest movie ever. And I remember my dad took me to see another movie, and we stopped at a convenience store, and they had a magazine, Heavy Metal, and I'm like, whoa, it's comic books. So I grabbed one, and my mom saw it and was like, no,
take that,
because she looked inside and she's like, no. So anyways, I still love the book. It's got great art by different artists and stuff. So I got a recent issue, which I can't really show too well. But
send me a picture of that later on.
Yeah, great. The book is still excellent. They've got beautiful art. Mobius was one of my favorite artists in that magazine, but I think it's only like 4 times a year now that it's coming out, but still a great book.
I remember watching Trevor recently, and since he's in the chat, he can probably speak to this a little bit more, but I think he was showing off something he had picked up recently. He was doing a pickup, and I think he was showing off that he got a collection recently of a book of all the Heavy Metal covers.
Okay.
Is that right? Oh, that's it. He was showing off there's a Kickstarter. Yeah. Okay, that's what it was.
They have a couple of books on Kickstarter. There's Druna, there's Ragnarok's, I think, but yeah, it's a great series of just fantasy, sci-fi, all kinds of things. And it's uncensored, so you don't have to worry about, bikini tops or violence being censored or anything. It's fun. It's a good book. So check it out on Kickstarter.
You can still back this project. You can still back it. And it has made, get this, almost $900,000 of its $10,000 goal.
Yeah.
So it is crazy popular. I'm gonna
Some
drop
old
the link in
fans
the
like
chat.
me out there. It's a good.
If you guys want to
stuff.
back that, you certainly can. Yeah, that looks pretty dope. Yeah, very cool. So check that out if you'd like to. I've put the link is in the chats right there if you guys want to grab
Thanks,
it.
man.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Did anybody who was a Netflix subscriber get that email this morning about it says Netflix welcomes Warner Brothers to its lineup? Like, I'm like, wait a minute, you guys haven't signed paperwork yet. They already sent an email out. I guess they know it's a done deal. But for that kind of money that they paid for it, it's kind of crazy.
Do you think that will affect the DC?
It is very possible.
Studios.
Yep, it is very possible. Yep, Netflix could come in and they could either look at what James and Peter are doing there and say, "This, we're happy with it, and you guys stay in control," or they could come in and boot them. Yeah, it's crazy that it just got off the ground and it's off to a great start. And yeah, it's kind of wild. It's weird, but yeah.
Maybe we'll get that. Sorry, maybe they'll put that Batgirl movie on Netflix. That'd be kind of cool. With Brendan Fraser.
I know the Zack Snyder crazies are out, and listen, and I call them crazies not out of love because I am a diehard Zack Snyder fan.
He is.
Okay,
definitely.
I'm diehard. Okay, but the people who run those campaigns and they're wild. Like. Everybody's like, oh, this means Netflix is going to give Zack Snyder back to DC. Man, stop. I don't even think Zack would come back. He's got so much on his plate right now. I don't think he would do it. It'd be great to see it happen, but let's just, nobody loves Zack Snyder as much as I do. I don't think it's possible. Since we're talking about Netflix, I'll talk about one of my pickups. I found this earlier this week at my Target. I have the first two that was released. This is the Masters of the Universe Stranger Things crossover with Hordak, and the devil that is on Eddie Munson's t-shirt from the Hellfire Club. That's where that demon comes from, which is pretty dope. What do they call him? Hellfire Man. I mean, come on.
Eddie Munson from the Munsters?
No, from what's his name? Isn't that his name?
I don't know.
Am I wrong? What's Eddie's name in Stranger Things? Is it Munson? I thought maybe I'm wrong.
I need to watch.
Let's see. DC is safe until 2029, and they can't change what James is playing. At least that's what I read.
Okay. I mean, it's been successful.
Yeah,
people are liking it.
Curtis says they already said Guns DCU is safe. Yeah. Okay, Eddie Munson. Okay, great. All right. For a minute, I'm like, maybe I'm wrong. All right. What's the next pickup?
I got this from Heinrich, just the Punisher, not Nick Fury.
Nice.
Always been a Punisher fan since the 80s. So very nice head sculpt. People are doing some modifying, but I think I'm going to leave it like this. I like this. I like the traditional white and blue or black and white. It's cool.
Part of me wants to do, because mine's coming next week. Part of me wants to do the mod, but I'm like, with that release, like it's almost inevitable that Hasbro is going to give us a black and white classic version.
I hope so.
It seems almost inevitable that they would do that. I'm surprised they didn't do it for that release and then release that bluer version on a Spider-Man retro card, because that's the way he looked in the Spider-Man cartoon.
Yeah,
it just seems like that would have been a cool way to do it, but I don't work at Hasbro, so what do I know? I picked that up on Black Friday. Actually, I didn't pick it up. My one of my friends, Scott, who I do the podcast with, Entertainment Earth, was having a buy one get one half off sale, so he bought 2 of those packs and we split them, and it brought the cost way down. I mean, because we got free shipping, and so yeah, brought the cost way down. It's cool that you showed off a Marvel Legends, because I too got a Marvel Legends this week. I got my Silver Surfer in, and I haven't opened it yet, and I cannot wait. I'm gonna have so much fun with this. This is gonna be my next.
Let's open it together, man.
Huh?
We can open it together.
Oh yeah, we totally can. I love this. I haven't had a Silver Surfer figure in a while.
Guys,
I've been tempted to pick one up.
He's not gonna wait for me. He's gonna open it.
No, we'll do it together.
Yeah, he's gonna. Oh, my turn. Is it my turn?
Yep.
I got this last week from a great friend. He sent me this as a gift. Thank you. You're one of my great bros. And this
That's the new Loyal Subjects one.
Yes. The box is so, like, when you get this box and you open, like, it's like you're a kid again. It's identical nearly to the original, and the card is almost completely identical to the ones that we had as a kid. Here's the little blister pack stuff, but really a great, and it's ready, like right out of the package. It's ready to go.
Well, you do have to put the stickers on.
Yeah,
right?
the stickers you do, but
yeah, are you gonna do that? You gonna stick it up?
Yeah, I just haven't yet.
Man, that looks so good.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I'm so happy the masks are coming back. I'm happy and upset at the same time. Happy because they were one of my favorite toy lines as a kid, but upset because, man, I don't know where I'm putting all these vehicles.
Right. But they're small. I mean, this is not a big, but I love it. It makes me feel like a kid again.
For the record, I love the AEW and the WWE conversation going on in the chat. I know nothing about wrestling at all.
I don't either.
So I'm just like, yep.
But I hope
my wrestling knowledge begins and ends at the Hulk Hogan Hollywood wrestler cartoon, whatever that was called in the 80s. That's where all my wrestling knowledge comes from. Let's see. Got in something I was super excited to get. I was able to catch it in stock on Target, and man, I am loving these. Brian has them all already. I only have Donnie, but this is the NECA 2012 CG cartoon version of the Ninja Turtles. I got the best Ninja Turtle, which is Raphael.
Yes, that's right.
Conversation.
That's right.
So I got Raph in, and then I have Mike and Leo coming from Big Bad Toy Store. So they'll be coming in soon.
Let me know what you think of that figure. I like the aesthetic.
I have Donnie. They're
really
fire. Like where is it? Where did I put Donnie? Oh, he's over on my desk. Yeah, he's one of the best figures I've gotten this year.
Did you do a review of it already? Or?
I did. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't see that.
And on the last episode of Across the Toyverse, me and Scott talked about that Donnie and the newly released like McFarlane Donnie. It was like a tale of two Donnies. We talked about them heavily. Yeah, they're fire. Like they're way better than they're supposed to be. So yeah, I'm super excited for that figure.
How many got left?
I have just two, not counting what we're going to be talking unboxing.
Okay, that's what I have is Skeletron. This is my last.
Oh, very cool. Yep, I got in the whole wave this week. I'm very excited.
Yep, I got this one and the red one my wife got me for Christmas. So
nice.
I will open that on Christmas Day. She also got me Rhino and Condor from Bass. So I get to look at the boxes, but
yeah,
I don't get to open them yet. So.
Wrap them up.
Yep.
My next pickup is the Roman Key Big Guy, and I got the Asian skin version. For those of you who are like, what the hell? It's this base body that you guys have probably seen floating around Instagram, TikTok, and whatever. I love the head sculpt here. It kind of looks like Confucius in a weird way, but like a Confucius that'll like jack you up real hard. But yeah, I got this because I got some robes that are coming, some Confucius robes, and I just wanted to try this figure out. I love the sculpt; it looks dope, and it's like super articulated. It's pretty crazy. So yeah, that's one of my pickups. You said you were done. That was all your pickups.
That's it for me.
All right, I got two more real quick.
You're fine.
I'll show off my Skeletrons in just a minute. I'm trying to go back and pick up some older Valaverse figures that I don't have. I can see Jason waiting in the background, and he's wincing at me right now. But I picked up the Swarm Trooper. It's a figure I don't have, and I really only wanted to get this guy because I have the 2 different heads that can pop on him from the heads pack, and I thought, it was cheap. It was on eBay, unopened, so grab that. And then I have one more thing. It's kind of big. I did not need this to ship before the holidays, but thank you, Hasbro, for hitting my wallet for this thing right here. I don't collect a lot of helmets, but this is definitely one of the coolest helmet designs Star Wars has ever delivered.
That is cool. I didn't even know that was a thing. I'd never seen that before.
Yeah, Commander Cody's helmet. I just absolutely love that the visor that's ported on this particular style of helmet. Man, yeah. I need them to make the Scout Trooper from Solo.
Yes,
I want that so bad. Like, that's one of my favorites. Okay, so yeah, the Swarm gear pack really does make that guy. Yeah, I want to get one, but right now if anybody knows of a lead for me, that would be great. Right now on eBay, they're running about $50 just for the gear pack, and I'm not paying that. And then for the I'll show all of that. Let's do our unboxings. Let's get to our unboxings, and I'll show off what I got. The rest of that. Okay. Let me see real quick. All right. So for the unboxings, you're going to open up the silver one.
Mm-hmm.
You open up the Jungle Wolf. So I did get in the whole set this week. I got in the Jungle Wolf guy.
Yeah, that's the only one I didn't order, and I kind of regretted it a little bit.
Got the Gyre Wolf. The one I think Andy said looks like a Cylon. I got the really dope pilot. The I call him a pilot. He's not a pilot. What is he? Airborne Infantry. And then I got the flight pack, the pilot pack to go with it, which adds 3 different vests, 3 different heads.
I like that little.
That
they
have
in
helmets.
The middle. That helmet in the middle is cool.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
I like that one.
And then I ordered a pack of these just because I know that they're for the 4-inch scale figures, but I ordered a pack of these little guys because I was like, well, maybe they can terrorize the 6-inch scale figures. And my buddy Jason, who you guys are going to meet in a minute, was telling me that you can pop these heads off and you can pop the 4-inch heads onto these and make different little crab robots. Robots. All right, so let's get into it. Does anybody in the chat have these? Has anybody already backed the Kickstarter and got these in already, or
These
looking?
shipped quick too.
They did ship quick.
I like that.
I got mine yesterday, and I think I placed my order the Friday before. Yeah, it was Black Friday. I placed it the Friday before.
Any shipping news on Mouse King?
I got my shipping notification that it had shipped.
Bastard. I mean, congrats, man.
Yeah. And speaking of Mouse King, does anybody in the chat have their Mouse King already? Does anybody know what the secret is? I do. I bugged
you. Asked Joe. Yep, I knew. I
asked Joe. I was like, dude, I like my surprises being spoiled for me. Tell me what it is. He sent me a picture.
Is it a good one?
It's dope.
Okay.
I think it's something that you guys expect.
Okay.
Of course. Trevor's like, yep. I'm not talking about famous studio people. I think if you think about it for just like a little bit, I think you could probably figure out what it is, but it's pretty dope. I'm excited for it. Oh, Jen said she got hers.
Oh.
Omar says his Mouse King comes today. And then Joe says he got his, but he hasn't opened it yet. All right. You guys are in for a surprise.
Well, I'm excited. That figure looks super cool. I almost bought a second one, but I think I will wait for a con.
Oh, man. Okay. All right. So
These
here
look
is
great.
the pack. Here's everything you get. And this is a lot. It's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
A rifle, a pistol, some extra hands, some magazines. You get a flight or a display stand, extra hands, grenades, let's see, a gun blast or blast effect piece, some Wolverine claws, a backpack, a helmet. I have to say, I'm really glad that the helmets are actual helmets and they're not an extra head that you pop on. I just like that so much.
Out of hand.
I'm a fan of that.
Figure moves really well. Articulates nicely. It feels like a classified to me, or Valaverse. Both similar. His knees are not bending too well, so I'm not going to force it.
Yeah, I think mine probably needs a hot water bath.
Boot cut here, boot swivel cut. Yeah, he needs a little heat. Got a free floating
I think
belt.
you're right. I think it feels just as good as like a G.I. Joe classified series figure. I will tell you this though. Look at that. Look at that articulation bit on that double elbow. That is fire right there, man. That thing is tight.
It's like, what? I can't hear you. What?
Yeah. The butterfly joint is really nice. I know this is something that Jason was pointing out to me when he was sending me pictures, that the butterfly joint was really, really good. Yeah, we've got some thigh cuts.
There's a head sculpt here.
You can crunch forward about that far. Crunch back about that, or lean back about that far.
Eric says that silver on that figure is awesome. I agree. It's just like a super kind of glossy, shiny. And that's kind of what attracted me. Plus, I love the translucent head.
Don't Tigra that leg.
You're right. I know. I was just thinking that. Thanks,
Do
Andy.
not Tigra that leg. All right. So here is the jungle guy with the helmet going on. It's a little soft, rubbery kind of helmet. And oh, man, that looks fire.
I like the sound that made. Yeah. Oh, was that you? That was you.
Little no, that was the thing.
Was it?
Yeah.
Nice. It would be like the women with the nails. Click, 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 click. So it comes with 3 sets of hands, backpack, Wolverine things. Looks like a couple of granados. It's got a gunfire thing. He's got some magazine clips, 2 guns, 1 rifle, 1 handgun, and this cool helmet that's got some like little.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Sighting.
Here's the claws that it comes with, and it's just friction based. It's kind of soft and pliable, and just fits right on the gauntlet. Pops on very easily. Stays on very tight.
This totally
I
has
love
like
the jetpack, man. Check this thing out. Look, that's so wicked.
Yeah. This guy's got kind of a Cylon thing going.
You know what I love about this toy line is that A, I knew absolutely nothing about it a year ago. And then B, is that it looks and feels like a toy line that would have been in the 80s.
Yes, I definitely get some 80s feels from this.
That's one of the reasons I love Sparrow so much and Animal Warriors of the Kingdom. People like to give them crap, but I love that they look like and feel like and play like a 1980s toy. I mean, look at this guy right here. Look at that blaster. Like, that is so dope. Like, I can't wait to see what else they do with the next wave of these figures. Like because I mean, all 3 of these share the same mold, right? Like the silver and black guy, the jungle guy, and the red. They're all the same mold. It's just a different paint job on them. But they all 3 look so vastly different just with the different paint jobs. So I can't imagine what these guys are going to do in the next go round.
I think the helmet is different.
Yeah. The difference.
Yours,
they have
yours
different.
is, can I see
yeah,
yours?
mine looks more like a wolf. It's got the little ear pieces at the top.
Okay.
Yeah. But like their armor and the sculpts, the bodies underneath, it's all the same. Like they're just so vastly different.
Curtis wants me to Tigra the leg.
Yeah, don't.
Son of a bitch. You son of a bitch.
Yeah, Curtis is right. Yeah, the silver one reminds me of Captain Power for sure. 100%.
Yeah, he does. I get that totally. But yeah, he's cool.
Yeah. these guys are fire, man. Like, I am all on board with this. So, that is why we decided to unbox these guys together. But, you know, the fact that I don't know anything about them give me an opportunity to bring on somebody who does. I want to introduce you guys to my good friend, Jason. Jason and I have been friends for a very long time. First met him. He came up to my table at Heroes Con. He just happened to dig my artwork, and we just started talking, and we hit it off. And man, Jason is just a wealth of knowledge. He knows everything there is to know about G.I. Joe. He helps run a toy shop. Jason and I used to have we did a small YouTube channel for a while with our friend Randall called Outer Rim Republic, and it was all about Star Wars. Jason is one of the two people on this planet that I would refuse to play Star Wars Trivial Pursuit with because they would beat me. He is only one of two people I've ever met in my life that just trash me when it comes to Star Wars knowledge. They just know so much. But he is one of my best friends in the whole world. I love him dearly. So I'm gonna welcome Jason to the show.
Good morning.
How's it going?
How are you, man?
Doing well. Thanks for having me on. I'm excited.
Dude, thanks for coming on. Yeah, dude. We had talked about, you know, Jason and I, we talk almost every single day. And we were talking about Skeletron last week, amongst other things. I was, he was just like, dude, you got to have me on when you talk about this. I was like, are you kidding me? Of course I'm gonna have you on because I know that, you know, like, not only do you know the lore and you know, like, where these things came from the 80s. Cause I didn't even know about Pallet Toys when I was a kid. I had no idea about this toy line, this toy group and these figures and their ties to G.I. Joe and all of that. And I knew nothing about it. And I kind of ancillarily found out about the Robo Skull. Like, I saw it popping up on toy news websites, and I was like, oh, that thing looks cool, but I don't know anything about it. And it's big and expensive, and where am I going to put it? And how am I going to pay for it? And blah, blah, blah. So I just passed on it, but I got to tell you, man, you were sending me some pictures. And when you were sending me these pictures, I'm like, yeah, but these are all 4-inch, right? They're like 3 3/4. And you're like, no, these are 6-inch. And I'm like, what? Now you're speaking my language.
Yeah.
So I'm a size snob. So when you said they were 6-inch, I'm like, now I'm listening. And so why don't you kind of tell us maybe a little bit about how you know the guys that got this off the ground, where it started, and all that kind of stuff. And walk us through it, man. Because
Sure.
we're hungry to learn.
So I'll come at it from a little bit of a side. So you guys were looking at the backpack and the claws. Just so you know, the claws clip onto the side of the backpack.
Ooh, okay.
And these holes here are unused at the moment, and they are for future projects.
Oh, wow. Okay. Dope.
Jason, how does
just like this? That's the pistol.
So it clips in there.
That's right.
That's what I
It
thought.
just pops right on.
Oh.
Is that the same gun that comes with the?
That is correct.
That
pops
hole,
right on.
the thing on the side is made to hold. It fits in the recess.
Okay, there
That's
it
right.
goes.
Now, something that I really like about these figures, and you were talking about the legs, I have not water bathed these. The knees are super tight, but
So do it. Are you saying do it?
I've done all of mine.
Guys, here goes,
I've not
guys.
water bathed anything. They are very tight. But you want your knees too tight. You want your knees tight, or they're going to fall, right? The other thing I really like is the secondary. It not only pops off easily, but it reclips back on pretty easily.
Okay. Yeah, that's something that I always hate to deal with the webbing and all the secondary like armor.
And you have to do that to use the pilot kit. So in the pilot kit, when they announced it, they only announced 2 figures. And when you look at the pilot kit, there's a third in there. So the Robonaut was not originally announced. That's right.
Very cool.
That shoulder that we were talking about is for as small my camera for as small of a opening as it is, it goes pretty deep. I'm a fan, obviously.
Greg, could you make some more noise for us, please?
Sorry. Yes. Go ahead.
It's okay.
Sorry.
No.
So which one are you saying was not announced? The one in the middle?
That's right. The Robonaut. So
Robonaut. Okay.
That's one I want. Yeah, I want that one.
You mentioned that they came in 4-inch also. So
Look
you
at
see
that.
his face from the 6-inch kit.
Yeah, it's this head right here.
That's right. And then it also came in 3 3/4 because I am also a size queen, but I'm a 3 3/4 guy.
Oh, so they have a
So
3 3/4 that's more like O-ring, and then the 4-inch is more like the 6-inch.
it is O-ring.
Oh, wow.
And so the O-ring, the pistol does not clip onto the hip on the O-ring. Instead, it clips in the back.
Okay.
So
all right, that's cool.
Yeah. So they moved the pistol to the back for the O-ring. The O-ring also comes with a sword.
Wow.
And instead of claws, it comes with this cool little thing.
That's dope.
Yep,
Yeah, 4 is a good size, Curtis. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with 4. You ask any lady, there's nothing wrong with 4.
I mean, I still prefer 3 3/4. It just fits better.
So what did they do first? Did they start with 3 3/4 and then go, let's make a 4-inch figure with better articulation?
With all of it.
Or they just went all of it all in right off the bat?
And their 3 3/4 also comes with the little Robo Skull head. So you have the human head or the robot head.
Is that these little guys?
You could put those on your 4-inch figures to make this. Yes.
Okay.
I have my personal head sculpt on one of these, but I couldn't find it this morning.
Yes, because I do. I open them right on the mic. I use the mic as a scissors to cut tape.
Yeah,
for sure. Thank you, Curtis. I appreciate that.
So Mark II Designs, which is another toy company and creator, does a lot of weapons, has done a lot of weapons for Valaverse. I have a 3 3/4 head sculpt of myself and my son from him, and mine is on a Robo Skull body or on a Wolf Trooper body. And Alexander's doesn't fit because of the long hair and the high collar. But so you asked about where this came from. In 1984, Bob Breakin, who worked for Palitoy in England, he designed, let me see if I can do this without breaking mine.
Is that this guy right here?
Yes. He designed the original Robo Skull.
Cool.
Isn't that rad?
That is so rad.
This came
How
out.
did I never see this as a kid? How have I never seen this before?
Because it came out in Europe. So it came out under Palitoy for the Action Force brand. So Action Force had 3 good guy groups: Z Force, Q Force, and Space Force. And then the bad guys were the Red Shadows. So in G.I. Joe, the trifecta is the flag, the Defiant, and the Terrordrome. In Palitoy, in Action Force, it's the Robo Skull, the Triad Fighter, and the Sea Lion, which I did not bring those upstairs, so I can't show those 2 to you. But the original Robo Skull had eye guns, had chin guns. It had an opening for the pilot, and the original pilot that came with it is Blood Wolf. So you can see how they've translated this into the 3 3/4, the 4, and the 6-inch. Now, I'm not giving any sort of secret knowledge. Most of this is known by people that collect International Joes or International to me. The Robo Skull had a back door. I have
3 3/4 inch and 4 inches much better for a back door.
I have Red Laser in mine, which was Cobra Commander recolored for Palitoy and the Red Shadows. So Palitoy and Hasbro had had licensing agreements. By the way, in speaking of GI Joe, Bob Reekin is also the inventor of what we know as Kung Fu Grip.
Okay.
So the same guy that made this made Kung Fu Grip, and it is his left hand. I'll wait for Mark to turn around since he's not interested. So
No,
he's
I'm
elsewhere
super
now.
interested because wait a minute, that figure you just showed looks a lot like this guy.
So that guy is
from Monster Force,
right? That guy is an homage to the Red Shadows troopers, and Red Laser was a named character in the Red Shadows. This is a Red Shadows vehicle. This also, when Hasbro ended up purchasing Palitoy and Action Force became GI Joe, International Heroes became GI Joe, this got restickered with Cobra stickers. So this is the Red Shadows version, not the Cobra version. But so I just showed you the front door, the back door. Underneath, there was the prisoner transport. And this is the original Robo Skull figure, or the original Skeletron figure. Skeletron was supposed to be the pilot of the Robo Skull because he's a skeleton robot.
Oh, wow. And that guy is coming. They are making him. He's just not ready yet, right?
That's right. But
he's marked as coming soon on the website.
This is also why they did a 3 3/4 head. And those
he's going to be number 4 in the lineup.
That's right. And then the drones you also have the head, right? So Palitoy, the marketing team, did not want this to be the pilot, which is how we end up with, wherever I put him, Blood Wolf as the pilot. And this became a mail-away figure.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So that is the original Robo Skull.
Okay. So Red Shadow, but you also told me that Valaverse, their Crimson Shadow, is an homage in name to this as well, right?
I have no idea about Valaverse.
Oh, okay.
I know Valaverse bought the rights to the term Action Force, and that's what he named his brand. But
okay,
I mean, there's really nothing Action Force about Action Force,
right? Yeah.
Jason, unless that came out after I stopped following the brand. So I don't know anything about the Crimson Force, but I do know that Ben is a huge fan of the Robo Skull. He's a GI Joe collector all the way from 82 to modern to classified. He does it all. He's a Storm Shadow collector. And
when you say Ben, is that the guy who bought the license to?
He bought the license for Robo Skull and Skeletron, and he and his partner Mark are the Skeletron company.
Okay.
And so Ben and Mark sat down and started designing this. They contacted Bob Reekin, the original designer, and invited him to be part of the creation team. Bob even named it the Robo Skull Mark II when they were trying to come up with a new name. He was like, "Why reinvent the wheel? It's the Mark II." So the original creator is part of the team that created the new Robo Skull and the Skeletron figures. They have hired a lot of amazing artists. Ian Kennedy and Ken Kelly were painters. Ian Kennedy did a lot of toy and comic stuff in England. And Ken Kelly did a lot of heavy metal record albums. And both of them, their last work on this earth was for Robo Skull, which is sad, but also very beautiful. They've also partnered with 2 Irish guys, Brian and Patty, and they are putting together a total Robo Skull book, which will sort of catalog a lot of the process of where it came from, how it's happening, including some nice profiles on both of those gentlemen who in their 80s died not long after completing some work for the Robo Skull. So Ben was a huge fan of the RoboSkull when he first discovered it, like a lot of us American GI Joe collectors. You know,
Greg, you got to jump in there. Jason will just keep going. You got to jump.
No, I
in.
was just going to ask, do you have the Mark II and the original? Can you do it? Or were you working towards that?
I am.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No,
then.
that's great because I do. I have it right here.
No, you go ahead with your. I'm sorry.
So they licensed the names and went to the original creator for the blessing. They don't have to get Bob's blessing. He was an employee at a company, but they did, and then they brought him on, right? And they've brought on a lot of great talent and creators like Corey and others to help make this fantastic. And so we were looking at
Jason is eye candy. He's definitely like you guys know in our chat group, Rob Zamora's the sexy one. Yeah, in our other chat group, Jason's the sexy one. Exactly, 100%.
That's just because Mark asked for a lot of nude pictures.
Yep.
And I'm scared to say no. He's very threatening.
Right. Yeah.
So they put this together. They wanted to do this, and because Ben and Mark both are GI Joe collectors of multiple scales, they partnered with Marauder Task Force for their 4-inch and for their 6-inch.
Good toy line.
Yeah, they partnered with Grindstone, which they only have one figure out right now, but their broader line is still coming. They were doing a call sign Longbow, which their whole purview is O-ring figures that feel like Cold War 80s. And they so this is how we have the O-ring and the 4-inch as well as the 6-inch. Now the original, or the Mark II, comes in two varieties right now. Their original is the same size as my head.
I think it's fire. So good.
We need that, Mark.
I know, right?
So
they're currently sold out. Jason says they're making more.
So let's see. I left so the prisoner transport fits in the back here, but I left both of mine downstairs. When you buy a RoboSkull, the prisoner transport comes with 3 of those Skeledrones that you bought, Mark. They're not just for 4-inch; they're for all 3 scales.
Right. Yeah.
I have about 25 of them, just for reference. I also have about 25
tracks.
of the O-ring.
Hey, you guys remember me telling you that I have a friend of mine who buys 5 of all of the HasLab Joe HasLabs. It's Jason.
So with this, the chin gun, they added a bunch of articulation, which is wonky while it's above my head, but they added articulation. They have the jaw opens. The jaw opens. There's missiles inside.
Fire.
They also have a lightning effect that you could put in the jaw. The Mark is a big. He's a big Micronauts fan. So there's a Micronauts attachment for the eyes, so you can take out the eye guns. This port here is the same size as the ports for the complex base building system by Ragin' Spoon. So you can put all of his weapon systems in here once they deliver from his older Kickstarter. This is designed to be exactly what the old RoboSkull was. I'm sorry. You know, exactly the same, right? There's guns in the back, guns in the back. It's all the same. It's just bigger and badder and modern.
And the wings rotate. That's like its landing position, right?
The wings rotate. They also articulate this way.
Oh, wow.
And so the old RoboSkull also articulate in the same way. They don't articulate here, but they rotate.
They rotate.
Can I get a side-by-side for the size, to get the size?
If I can get back far enough.
Please. There we go. Okay.
Awesome. That's nice.
Now,
I don't think I've ever seen them side by side like that before.
That's what I was
cool part. And I didn't bring it upstairs, but you guys don't care because you're 6-inch people. So the cockpit
This is the dopest feature in this thing right here. This is so dope.
All right, the cockpit's pretty easy to come out, but not when I'm holding it above my head and trying with my left hand. So just a moment. There we go. The cockpit pops out. It's super articulated, which is cool, you know, for your photos. But more importantly, it comes with a second cockpit. That second cockpit has 2 chairs back to back that fit either your 4-inch or your 3 3/4. So just like the original could fit 3 people, this also fits the same 3 people.
That's awesome. Jason, we had a question in the chat. Do you know if any of the Robo Skull figures will be available at ZoloCon? That's in Pennsylvania in February. Do they travel?
They have been to ZoloCon in the past. I don't know if they're doing ZoloCon this year, but if they're going to be there, they're going to be selling. So
yeah, because all their stuff is in stock. As a matter of fact, I just checked before we went live, and here, let me pull it up real quick.
While you pull that up, Ben and Mark did a cool thing. Kickstarters take forever, right? So
can you guys see this?
Yes.
So this is live right now. If you go, you can get the pilot accessory kit for $20. The figures, it looks like all of them are still in stock. They're $38.99 each. I think that for what you get, I think is a perfectly fine price. There's the 3 6-inch figures. You've got the
Skeletron.
Skeletron. The 4-inch figures are $26.99. Now those are different than your 3 3/4-inch. They have all 3 of the same figures in 4-inch. There is the heavy metal faceplate. This is $20.
I have that to show you as well.
Oh, nice! I can't wait to see that. That fits on the Skeletron, the Robo Skull ship. It's a faceplate for the ship. That looks really dope. $250 for the set. It's currently sold out. But you said they're making more, right?
That's not bad.
I would assume so. I mean, it's a hot item.
Yeah.
So is it orderable, or it's not like a Kickstarter thing, right? Like
it was originally a Kickstarter, and that was where I was going, because Kickstarters take so long that they started shipping in waves. So the Skeletrons shipped a couple years ago. So did the 3 3/4 figure, and then the 4-inch shipped when they were ready, right? And so we're getting the 6-inch now. So and in the ship itself. So they took a bath on shipping if they're shipping all of these different waves individually, right? In the Kickstarter, they had a colorway difference. And that colorway difference has the yellow and the red.
Cool.
The yellow, red, and white versus just black and red, right? And this is an homage to Palitoy's Action Force color scheme. So the original, I mean, the thought they put into this and the love and the homage back to the original. They didn't just take the name. They took the love and the joy and they put it back into this. So this is an homage back to the original Palitoy colors. And with the faceplate.
Whoa. Completely different.
Yeah.
That's so dope.
So
getting helmets for the ship.
The bad part of the faceplate is, you know, you can't put in the eye machine guns and the jaw doesn't open. But the cool part is, look at this.
Yeah. Skeletron Toys is listed as being at ZoloCon 26.
There you go. They also,
I just looked on their vendors list. They are listed.
Nice. They've been before. I think they were just at Legions.
Yeah, they were there.
And they also have a sticker sheet for glow-in-the-dark stickers if you want to add those to your Robo Skull as well. So because, as I mentioned, Ben and Mark are huge fans of the Robo Skull. Ben specifically is known as a super fan. He vacuum sealed a vintage 80s Robo Skull into that bright silver, right? Like Destro's head. Like the Sky Patrol vehicles. He did that to one of these. And so there have been a lot of jokes are we going to get a silver Robo Skull? Are we going to get a Tiger Force?
Take that.
Are we going to get a Night Force? Are we going to get a Python Patrol? And he's very openly said those are all great ideas. They've definitely talked about them, but he doesn't want to just be the company that only makes one vehicle. They are working on things right now that they're not talking about, but every time you hear from them, they're like, things are coming. And then you saw at the back of the package, there's some empty character slots. Now,
we were talking about that earlier. Yeah, it looks like number 3 and number 7 are blank. So
right. So to swing back around, the pilot kit and in the 4-inch, they have 2 human faces. One of those is Mark's, and the other is Bob Regan, right?
So this Mark is Ben's business partner.
That's right.
And then Bob Regan.
And then Bob Regan.
And then the Red Weasel. This is this Red Weasel from G.I. Joe?
That's right. So when Palatoy and Action Force, when Palatoy and Action Force became a Hasbro company and it became G.I. Joe, the International Heroes, and they restickered the 84 Robo-Skull as Cobra, they took out Blood Wolf and they put in Wild Weasel as the pilot. Wild Weasel was the Rattler pilot, which is why you have Blood Weasel for Mark's character.
Nice.
Now, they put both of those characters out in 4-inch, but here's the cool thing. This is also a real person. This is a guy named Gary Goggles. Goggles, obviously, the nickname. Gary was a huge member of the G.I. Joe community and the declassified archival community. He was known to wear goggles and listen to electronic dance music and run around, hand out water for free at Joe Cons and other conventions. And he was just generally considered to be a beautiful part of the community and a real positive member. And he died a few years back. So with the permission of his family, he has his own head sculpt.
That's awesome.
And this is also why you have the ghost version that you were showing off earlier when you opened the package. Last year, actually this year in January, we lost another just enormous member of the community, Aaron. And now Aaron was a huge Red Shadows fan, and I'm actually wearing a custom shirt from Brian Sauer, the showrunner of Codename Iowa Assembly Required, which is a convention in Des Moines, Iowa that just happened a couple weeks ago. And so
nice.
Baron Ironblood was one of Aaron's favorite characters. He even sort of homage dressed as Baron Ironblood when he and his wife renewed their vows last year. Aaron Ironblood died in January of this year. And so in June of last year, he announced that he had cancer. It was pretty rough, right? And so Chris from Grindhouse Toys, not Grindstone, that's call sign Longbow. Chris with Grindhouse is the O-ring figures coming out called World War Hell. And absolutely.
They look amazing.
Yeah, I backed those guys.
Okay. So Chris and Ben and Mark and the guys from Grindstone, Troy McKee and John Kukovich, they all started getting together, and they got together with Raging Spoon, which I mentioned earlier. His weapon system, when it comes out, will fit into the sides of these, into the sides of the Robo Skulls. And if I had been better prepared, I would have grabbed one of his prototypes to show you. They sat down and turned Aaron, who his company was called Roma Collectibles. If you've ever been to a toy show in this whole band of the country, you've probably bought from him. His company logo for Roma was a little Yeti, and they've created an O-ring figure called the Yeti for the Skeletron line that has see-through parts and is an Aaron's face sculpt. So just like they did with the Gyre Wolf for Gary Goggles, they've made the Yeti for Aaron Dietrich.
Is that how you say it? It's Gyre Wolf and not Gyre Wolf?
You know what? That's a great question. I assume.
Okay. I mean,
But
you know every damn thing else. I mean, I'm just saying.
I bring it up. I bring it up because it's just like I'm. We know a lot of people in the toy community, and we're all getting older. But moreover, a lot of independent toy companies work in a bubble or antagonistic to each other. All humans have drama. It's not that big of a deal. But my point is that the Skeletron company, Ben and Mark, are so collaborative and so giving that they're collaborating with Grindhouse, they're collaborating with Grindstone, they're collaborating with Complex, with Marauder Task Force, they're collaborating back with the legend from Palatoy, they're collaborating with people that have worked at Hasbro. And these artists like Ken Kelly and Ian Kennedy, and they promote other toy companies, they promote other toy lines. It's just, when you think about where we all are, isn't it nice to have a community where the community is giving not just to themselves, but to everyone around them?
Yeah, absolutely.
So there's a lot of that noise isn't on my end, is it?
It's my TV. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Yeah, it's his father-in-law. His father-in-law has the TV up really loud.
Oh, okay. I was worried. My son is home, but I think he's downstairs playing Kingdom Hearts. But so this is, hey, congrats on that campaign.
Yeah, it looks like it's getting ready to fund.
Yeah. So this is obviously, I'm a fan, I'm an advocate, I'm a friend, but I'm glad that you guys, not knowing anything about any of this, still went in on the figures. And in talking to them and a couple other sculptors, they haven't told me every secret, but they've mentioned that there are some secrets that they've put into this that are just pushing the architecture of the 6-inch figure a little forward, right? And every company's a little different. One of the things that I saw online were people struggling with the grenades in the back. I didn't really struggle with them, but if you seat it into the hole and twist it in, it goes in pretty easily.
Yeah, cool.
So
yeah, sometimes that's one of the things I have a problem with, is that, like, if the secondary armor is a little too gummy, if it's a little too soft of a durometer, and instead of using the term gummy, then yeah, it has a tendency to be a little hard to, like, take it off, put it back on, get it to pop back in. Yeah, I have that problem sometimes. Look at that. That's so rad. Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to end up getting a RoboSkull. I told Jason, like, in one of our chats one time, I was like, dude, if they made a black and gold one, that'd be so fire. Wouldn't that just be crazy to have like a gold skeleton like flying through space? I'm definitely going to I'm going to budget to pick up at least 2 more pilots at ZoloCon, now that I know that they're going to be there, because I want a couple more. I really love this guy right here. And, right before I brought you in, Jason, Greg and I were talking, and I don't know if you could hear us in the back or if you had us muted, but what I love about this toy line is that it feels very much, it looks and feels like an 80s toy line. Like, this looks like it could have existed in the 80s, right along with anything else that we messed around with, whether it's Captain Power or, G.I. Joe, or it has that feel. It has that really rad 80s feel to it.
Yeah. Well, if you think about the creative team being big 80s collectors, right, and then the partnerships they're in, working with people like Corey, who is a 6-inch collector and worked on Power Rangers and G.I. Joe at Hasbro. And then you think about their partners with Grindstone, Troy McKee and John Kukovich. Troy McKee worked at Hasbro on the Transformer line, and their entire aesthetic is to look like it's from the 80s. And then, Marauder Paul and the Marauder Gunrunner whole crew. It's just incredible. So it is, and as we said before, they are absolutely working to homage the thing that created the love and created the company, which was Palatoy, Action Force, Red Shadows, and Bob Regan. Yeah.
Could you tell us real quick about these books that are
Sure.
on there? Just real quickly before we wrap it up, are these what became the G.I. Joe comics?
No.
Like, what is this?
Okay. So as I mentioned before, they partnered with two Irish boys, Brian and Patty, and those guys are creating the Total Robo-Skull book. So years ago, just as a fan thing, they got together and they created a book called Total Hacks, which was basically a collector guide for Vitruvian hacks. The guys who built that toy line saw it, liked them, and I think Patty does some writing for them. Brian is a designer and a photographer. They have then partnered together to do a series of books called Total Action Force, where they catalog the first years of Palatoy Action Force, which were more like, so Palatoy is a company that started in 1919. Hasbro started in 1921. Very similar sort of coming up through the years, doing other things, getting into toys. In the 60s, Palatoy licensed G.I. Joe from Hasbro, and they had a 12-inch figure called Action Man. And this is where Bob Breakin comes in, because he worked on it in the 60s, which is how he created the Kung Fu grip. In England, they call it the gripping hand. They were not gripped by Kung Fu Fever like we were in America. Hasbro, having licensed the toy line to Palatoy, went, hey, we like the gripping hand. We'll take that. Bob's team invented the flocked hair, if you remember that from the G.I. Joe 12-inch G.I. Joe Adventure Team. That also came from Palatoy. So Palatoy took a couple things from Hasbro, like the Eagle Eye, but regardless, they were doing G.I. Joe in 12-inch form with Action Man. So as G.I. Joe and Action Man were winding down and sales were slipping, Palatoy was looking for something else to do. And Star Wars was hot. Now, Brian and Patty are also putting out a total Star Wars book that chronicles the Palatoy journey licensing Star Wars toys. And so Palatoy had their own Death Star that we did not get over here. And they had to remold the Millennium Falcon and a few other things. So Palatoy was part of making Star Wars toys as well as licensing and producing. I'm getting to the Battle Action Force. I'm sorry, I'm just long-winded.
You guys see what this is why I have Jason on the show. This is why I go to Jason for anything I need. I have a question about anything. I just immediately hit Jason. I'm like, I'm not even going to Google.
So Brian and Patty became friends with Bob Regan. Bob had been writing for 20 years, writing this book, and he got with Brian. Brian helped him finish it. It's called My Palatoy Story. It's a great book, and it chronicles Palatoy from 1919 all the way back through. The Palatoy Death Star was superior to ours, and they reused the Palatoy Death Star to make the Action Force the original Action Force base before they recolored the G.I. Joe headquarters. And funny enough, Bob Regan, as part of the play testing for can they put this cardboard Death Star on the market, he sat on it to see that if it could hold human weight before they put a cardboard and plastic Death Star on the market. So Palatoy in 1982 developed the Action Force line, which they basically took all their Action Man uniforms and costumes, and they put them in 3 3/4 form with very Star Wars articulation. But instead of just straight arms, they would put the arms at a bend so that your character could hold a rifle.
Nice.
Now, because they were already licensing G.I. Joe to make Action Man, they actually beat Hasbro to Toy Fair by 1 month, because their Toy Fair happened a month before the American Toy Fair. So Action Force was announced a month before G.I. Joe was announced. Within a couple years, there would end up being some G.I. Joe figures in the Action Force line, and eventually, as Palitoy shuttered and sold to Hasbro, it all became G.I. Joe. So Brian and Patty put together the Total Action Force book, series of books. Volume 1 is that Star Wars articulation Action Force. Volume 2 is when it became G.I. Joe, the International Heroes, and which is where the Robo Skull gets re-stickered as the as Cobra instead of Red Shadows. Now, this takes us to Battle Action Force. Throughout this time, there's a comic book called Battle. It comes out weekly. It's a series of short stories that are all war-based. As Palitoy is ramping up Action Force and Hasbro's wrapping up G.I. Joe, Hasbro went to sat down with Marvel. I guess it's time for the tornado sirens, if you can hear them. They do it every Saturday.
Oh, wow. Every Saturday?
So, or at least once a month. I don't know. Regardless, if you hear that noise. So G.I. Joe went to Marvel. We start getting the G.I. Joe comic book. Conversely, Battle, it morphed into Battle Action Force, and the Battle comic book started telling Action Force stories with Action Force figures and characters. And this is where you get these 3 books. Brian and Rebellion Comics went through the hefty legal process of getting the rights to take the Battle Action Force comics. He scanned them. He spent over a year scanning and cleaning up all of the artifacts and materials. Mark, as an artist, you know what we're talking about. Taking
a lot of work.
Something, yeah, and because their comics were basically newspaper print,
yeah,
it's a lot. And
you got to remove that halftone from it. Yeah, it's crazy.
You have to remove so much, and because they were newspaper, they didn't age as well as like American comics,
right?
And so he spent all this time, and what they did was, because it's all these short stories, and Rebellion has put out a couple Battle Action Force books of their own. Congratulations on the funding. They took all of the stories, reordered them so they're more chronological, took out a lot of the extra stuff, and really told the Red Shadows story. Now, these 3 volumes are that. What is interesting is that as Action Force it's interesting to me, maybe not to you, as Action Force becomes G.I. Joe International Heroes, Battle Action Force has to then morph into Cobra instead of the Red Shadows, and G.I. Joe instead of Z-Force, Z-Force for Americans, but since it's European, it's Z-Force, Space Force and Q-Force, it has to morph into G.I. Joe. So as part of that, they have to tell a story where, at this point, Destro is a well-known character in Action Force, but he drives the Hyena, which is the Hiss tank. And he's not Destro. He's a robot. And Cobra Commander is Red Laser, which is something else, right? Like, that's just a character that comes with the American HAL, the 1982 HAL is their Red Laser cannon system. I don't remember the name of it at the moment. So they have this story where Baron Ironblood, who is the leader of the Red Shadows, pulls off the mask and puts on the Cobra Commander helmet. And they have to kind of rewrite. Oh, here he is. This is the Red Shadows version of Destro.
Whoa.
So they have to rewrite him, and I can't remember his name at the moment, which I apologize.
All of this takes place in those battle action comics?
Some of it. Some of it. It's going to start with Zed Force and Baron Ironblood.
Red Jackal,
thank you. And so these are just, they're comics from overseas. Yeah, I have one. I couldn't. Thank you. I feel embarrassed when I forget the names of things that I love.
Yeah, you should feel embarrassed with how much you know, Jason. Somebody earlier called you the David Attenborough of toys, and you should have your own toy history channel. Dude, you would give Toy Galaxy a run for his money, for sure.
So here's the deal. If you want the David Attenborough of toys and you want that history channel, Articulated Points is the YouTube channel for you. It's run by two guys, and they are, I'm not an expert of anything. I know the experts. Articulated Points, they're the experts.
Hey, I'll have to check them out because that sounds dope.
Yeah, and if you come to Joe Fest, I'll introduce you to Pat.
Yeah,
or I might have actually
here's the thing,
guys.
If you go to Joe Fest and you hang out with Jason, you better be prepared to crank it until about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, because this guy, he'll 100%. Go until like 3, 4, 5 and get an hour's nap and then go back out, hit the floor again. I cannot hang with Jason. I do not even try to hang with Jason. When we get together, I'm like, you've got me until 11 o'clock, and then I got to go to bed.
I mean, 5-hour energy drink, cocaine, meth. I don't know. Figure it out.
Whatever keeps you going. Whatever keeps
Mark
you going.
needs snaps.
Yeah,
man, absolutely.
But that's true. If you show up at Joe Fest, it's a 2-floor lobby, and after the show, there's a lobby swap, and after the lobby swap, there's the lobby con.
These are just words strung together in a sentence. I don't even know what this means, but it sounds dope.
I don't know.
Order of the Crimson Moon Wave 1 has a version of Red Jackal called Wolfsbane.
Nice.
I love a lot of words that were used in that sentence. I don't know and understand them, but
yeah. I don't know what Order of Crimson Moon is, but
wait, the Order of the Crimson Moon, that's a line from Operation Monster Force, right? That's like a subline within the Operation Monster Force.
Okay. So
I guess they have several of these tributes because they put out those red. Yeah.
If you're curious, yes, thank you. I don't do a lot of 6-inch collecting personally. I'm a 3 3/4 snob. I like a rubber gasket in the middle of my figures. And I mean, yes, I have to get with the times at some point. But a lot of the Monster Force, the master painter, or at least one of the master painters, was Chris from Grindhouse, World War Hell.
Nice.
So when you look at his figures and you're like, holy shit, these are amazing looking. He painted he painted them himself. Like he used to, and I don't know if he still does, work with Fresh Monkey Fiction or Big Bad Toy Lab anymore, but Workshop.
Which, funnily enough, they refer to as BBWS. If you know, you know. I'm just saying. It's two of my favorite things right there, man. It's like, it's two of my favorite things.
So hopefully I haven't bored you.
Oh God, no. Are you kidding me? I could listen to this stuff all day. Greg over there starting to doze off, but I think he had a late night.
I did.
And I saw Nova show up. Whenever Nova shows up, she's like, Dad, it's time to get me some snacks and take me for a walk. She's like,
yeah,
when she
she needs
shows
her
up,
walk.
we know it's time to go. Dude, thank you so much for coming on and sharing all this information.
Thank you, Jason. That was awesome.
Hopefully it's useful. Hopefully we get a bin sculpt at some point. And if you guys need anything else, I will tell you that look out for the Total Robo Skull book. It's not out yet, but it is coming. They are shipping their Star Wars book now, which Mark, once that's available. Oh, and the reason why you're seeing Battle Action Force on the Skeletron website, is because he's in partnership and friendship with Brian and Patty. They're in Ireland. Shipping is expensive as hell. So Skeletron has been partners with them in so much as you can order their books from Skeletron for less shipping because it's in an American warehouse shipping, continentally here versus having to come from overseas. So when you first kickstart a one of Brian and Patty's books, a third or half the cost is shipping because it's a Kickstarter, it's a short run, and it's coming from overseas. But after the fact, you can buy it directly from their website, or you can buy it from Skeletron's website, and you start to see better shipping cost.
I'm thinking about picking them up. They look dope, and they're influencing so many lines that I'm collecting right now. So that
I have them all cool. All three books together is about 20 pounds.
Phew, man.
So because they're nice oversized hardback books. So I all three of them together is about 20 pounds.
Well, I know that Andy enjoyed this very much. Andy and you, if you got together and played Trivial Pursuit, I'd love to judge that. Look at that. That's Curtis's book right there. Curtis wants that.
Actually, it's a great book if you like Captain Power. And
I didn't know there was that much information on Captain Power.
Well, this covers a very small toy line, but also the TV show.
Yeah, which was live action, and
yes. And Tim, the guy who played Captain Power, is genuinely a very sweet guy. I interviewed him twice on my podcast. I interviewed Bob Reekin on my podcast. So you can always, if you like Captain Power, since it's been brought up a few times because of the wolf.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we love it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm thinking about maybe having Jason back on and talk to him about it. I'm going to be doing a review of all of these figures soon, so look for them. Probably maybe next week. I'll just take all next week and just do all of these figures because I'm having a really good time with them. So thank you for coming on. Thanks for the chat.
Thank you,
for
Jason.
You guys hanging out with us, an extra hour than we normally do. But I knew that was happening. That's going to happen. That's going to happen anytime me and Jason get together. So,
I mean, this is really your fault because I asked for guide rails and you just said, come and talk.
No, I'm not putting guide rails on you. No way. I was like, you come and talk about whatever you want to talk about. You know the stuff. I don't. I just buy the figures.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks like everybody loves it. Everybody's saying it's like a really great episode and great, great information. And it's something that, Greg and I don't know anything about. So we bring on the experts.
When is ZoloCon?
It's the 27th and 28th of February. Okay. It's in King of Prussia, Pennsylvania.
Okay. When is your next shows? When's the next show you guys go to?
That's it. That's gonna be the next show. Yeah, this is the first time I'm going up. This is the first time I'm flying to Pennsylvania for that. And it'll be great to see all of my Legions friends so close to Legions Con because typically it's another year before I get to see a lot of them.
So
Curtis is right. If we thought this week's long, just wait till next week. Yeah, next week. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that in just a second.
Yeah. So for ZoloCon, since Skeletron's already going to be there. Pat Stewart might be there from Articulated Points. He's in Pennsylvania and he is an expert. He's incredible.
Nice.
Chris
is going to be there. I saw Grindhouse on the list of vendors. He's going to be
good.
There.
I don't know if the toy department will be there, but if the toy department is there, that is another place where you can buy some of these Skeletron figures, especially the O-rings, some of the 4-inch. Whether it's Brian or Kenny or Chris himself, the toy department's a great place to shop. Depending on what my situation is in February, and if you're willing to cuddle, let me know. I would love to go to ZoloCon. It has been mentioned several times. My next show is in January, which is going to be in Louisville, Kentucky, and that's Kentuckiana Winterfest.
Oh, nice.
Mostly a G.I. Joe focused show, but that was a show that this was before it was shipped out to anybody else. This was showing up there, just like at Assembly Required. They just showed off the Yeti figure, the O-ring Yeti figure of Aaron Dietrich. And the only way you can get it right now is if you were at that show. So I don't have one because I missed that show. And so when they put the Yeti figure out online, you guys got to snatch it up.
Oh yeah, for sure, absolutely. That sounds like a good one.
And I can
so
tell
yeah,
you
well,
that
congrats
they
to
are gonna
Wade.
be-
It looks like his Odious Western Cowboy Odious and the Soldier funded.
So what is that?
Wade is a toy tuber. He's Unparalleled Universe. Last year he kickstarted his very first Bigfoot figure. It was Odious, and I think it come with like a flannel shirt and a hoodie and blue jeans, and this is like his second run. And he delivered. He was a first-time toy maker, and he delivered within 13 months. So
what scale?
Good. It's a 6-inch. I think it's like a 6.5-inch figure. It's 6-inch scale, and it fits in. With any of your 6-inch or 7-inch scale figures. So yeah, good on him for making that happen. Yeah, take a look at it. It's still going for another hour, so if anybody wants to get in and back one or back both, please do so. So yeah, real quick, very quick. Next week, it's going to be a very special end of the year holiday episode. We're going to do triple jointed. Curtis is going to be joining us. We're going to be going through our top 10 Four Horsemen figures. So everything Four Horsemen made is on the for 2025 is on the list, is up for grabs. And then we're going to be doing our top 10 everything else. So that's going to be 20 figures per me, Greg, and Curtis. So 60 figures total. They may be on there for sure. And then we're also going to have some really cool giveaways as well. We're going to be doing some giveaways. So next week's episode is probably going to be 3 hours. It could go all day. It could be a marathon. We don't know. Anytime we bring Curtis on and me and him get going. So Greg, take a 5-hour energy next week before we get going.
I will. I'll be ready.
And there's Nova. She's like, we got to go, Dad.
Yeah.
So from Nova, from Greg and Jason, and from myself, thank everybody for thanks to hanging out. We really appreciate you. And we'll see you next week. Did I not hit live? What the hell? I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. Just joking.
Do it all again.
Right. See you guys later.
See you guys. Thank you.